Good afternoon or good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another Train Sim World 5 live stream. A little bit of a rarity now, but we're back on and we're doing the ATS MAC route, the Big Mac. Well, sort of. It's not really. It's more of a small Mac, isn't it? Really. But yeah, we're in the 323. We've also got a 6-coach 323 as well, which is quite exciting. We're going to go down to Wilmslow via Manchester Airport. And then probably do a service, maybe going back up via Stockport. So we're doing like a bit of a loop, which should be good. Anyway, we got Rogue, we got Ben, we got Zenith, we got Foggy, we got Animal, we got Pete, we got Puppy, we got DM and Appa. How is everybody? Got Victor as well. New background, just temporary that is. I've moved all of the other. I'm literally just waiting for Wi-Fi in the new place now. Once the Wi-Fi goes in, I can then move my PC to the new place. That's where all of the stuff's gone. So yeah, it's a bit better than it was. Actually just black before we started. So I just put a couple of bits there to make it look a bit less bland. On the new sound mod, I did BVE. Yeah. Right, let's begin. Now we are 6 coaches, but the spawn point seems to be buggered for the 323. We sort of spawn at the intermediate signal, but half the train's hanging off the end of the platform. So we're going to sort of move it up before we open the doors. So let's do that. Let's get the systems on. Love the 323. Whack the key in. Go to that. We got the green. So we're just going to roll it forward to the end of the platform. Sure am, Pete. Sure am. Would have been about a week ago, but blooming Wi-Fi didn't go in properly because it's like an old building, and so the cables have to be run in a special way. When am I going to have a video for it? Not sure. Yeah, so we're just rolling forward at the moment. I'll go to the end of the platform, just on sort of this half of the platform. Then we'll get the doors open. But yeah, this is Manchester Piccadilly on the through platforms. So if we stop about here, that should be alright. And we'll get the doors unlocked. This probably will make us late. Right, there we go. Just send, yeah. It's a bit, we probably should have spawned here in the first place. But here we are. There's the Pendo over there. But yeah, we're 6 coaches on this run, which is pretty cool. Yeah, we're sort of fully in this half of the platform now. Cool. Driving a London to Rochester service, awesome. Webcam, well, it's connected to the PC. We've got Mauldeth Row, his Cat Ace. East Didsbury, actually will be the last room with Cat Ace, isn't it? Because Cat Ace ain't coming. So there'll be, yeah, no Cat Ace anymore. She'll still be here. East Didsbury, Gatley, Held Green, Manchester Airport, and then it'll be probably Style and then Wilmslow. So I think we are all stops. Yeah, we are all stops. Download TSW5 for £7 in the Steam sale. Drive leads to Manchester from TSW 2020. Oh wow. Right. Let's get the door shut. Is the Mac unstable on the PS5? I've not had any issues so far. I mean, the FPS comes down here at Manchester Piccadilly, but apart from that, it's been fine. No crashes yet. Right, let's get going. So onwards to, was it Mauldeth Road? And we are doing it on the Sunday timetable as well, because, well, it's Sunday and then you get 6 coach services. So I don't think you get 6 coach services on the weekday timetable. At least I haven't found any yet. How long will the stream be? Well, we'll go to Wilmslow, then we'll go back to Piccadilly via Stockport. So, I don't know, was that about an hour or so? Actually no, probably more than that. Ready to do a little running brake test. Slow out of here. Cool. How's everyone? Let's get the window out. How's everyone finding this route? Is it good fun? Has it met your expectations, or is it like meh? That's what, no tickets to check. I've not done guard mode in ages. I probably should try it on this route. I'd imagine it probably would be quite good in the 323. Nice, Pete. I assume the US is. Oh, actually, it could be either up slow or up style. No, it wouldn't be up style yet, would it? Well, it could be. Maybe up slow for the time being. Yeah, 6 coaches. So pretty good. I don't know if these I don't know if actually there would be 6 coach services in real life in the 323. I don't know if this train has SDO. So all the the doors open when you're off the platform. Only done it for mastery. Fair enough. What is mastery on this route? No idea. BV. Hello Wesley. How are you? Again, this whole area is completely out of my geographical knowledge. It's like a weak spot, this sort of area. Or maybe Pete, maybe. Moving in with him and Bex. I'm in the spare room. I am John, yeah. So that's everything's like gone now. So at least you're just waiting for Wi-Fi in the new place. They have to like install a fibre cable because it's like an old building. They can't do that, so they've got to like do something else, like move it inside. They've got something like that. If not, I gotta go for old Wi-Fi, copper line Wi-Fi, which is old. A little bit scouts, yeah, a little bit better. Well, soon, dear Malapa. Well, already, but sort of. Nice animal. Let's get the window shut. Cool. Going past Longsight Depot. Hopefully, audio's all good. Driving a night service on the street while I was watching it. Awesome, Philip. Not done a night service on this yet. Although I have done a dusky service. So it comes down to 45 shortly for when we go off down the style line. The Avanti West Coast Super Voyagers don't have as the AW. Open eliminate. That's not very good. Is that allowed? I think it would I'd have to get part fibre, BVE. Yeah, part fibre. But should be able to get full fibre, but they're coming out on Wednesday to have a look-see again, to run like an internal cable up the stairs. The bus multiplayer stream when Hamburg gets released, possibly, John, possibly. Hello, Davidoff, I am alright, how are you? I think it's Star C2's being included, that's good. Yeah, going to run the cable internally instead of on the outside of the building. Up to 75. Not yet, Nathan, not yet, but soon. That's why it's all bland. There's our departure board, the Coca-Cola thing. Right, let's speed up. Still can't believe this corner is 75. Like, the 45 doesn't start if you're going the other way until, well, back there. It's like, wow. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, that's really not good, Scoutster. But hopefully you're all feeling a bit better now. CBB. Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get full fibre. If not, it'll be part fibre. Give us a setup tour. Well, I can't at the moment because there's nothing. It's all gone. Amber train accelerates too quickly off the mark. Nice, dear Malapa. You're feeling better. That's good. Hey, Davidoff. You need to see me. Well, we're here. Hello. Cheers, Davidoff, for the £2. That's very nice of you. Let me give it a little heart. Much appreciated. This is Mauldeth Road. I wonder if we actually fit in here. We might actually fit. This platform seems longish. You're right down the end. Right down to the S-car stop. Cool. And here we are, Mauldeth Road, if that's how you pronounce it. Cool, hello Shane, how are you? Oh, we did fit into that one, alright. That's good. You thought that's from where I'm from? Nice BB. It's not the new room, Scoutster. This is the same room, just everything's been taken down and shipped off to the new place. Which I can't really go to yet because there's no internet. So, what can I do without internet? Nothing. But hopefully on Wednesday that will change. Right, Burnage next. And let's go. Really enjoying this route. It's good, isn't it? No, that's well, shortage one. Hang on, a short-ish route, but it's one of those good ones because it's not just A to B. It's, you know, Star Line, Manchester Airport, the line via Stockport. There's a lot going on. Which is good. Sure am, Scouts too, yeah. Well, this one will still be here, Nathan. Cool, over to Burnage. The U8's coming to Subway Sim 2. Ooh. Is there a date for that? I've not really been keeping up to date with Subway Sim 2. Well, I suppose there hasn't really been any other new updates out on it, so... Oh, that's very that's not good to hear, Davidoff. I'm sorry you are feeling that way, but there is help available. And here we are. This is Burnage. When will the Scottish ECML come to TSW? Okay, this is knocking things over. Not going to miss that. How do you download the 700 timetable mod on the BML? That is PC only. It's from this Czech website. I don't have the link for it. No, it's like trainsim.cz. Right, and here we are. Yeah, Cat Ace won't be at the new place. She'll be staying here. That means, yeah, things won't get knocked over. Look, just knocked over something else. Hello. Right, let's get the doors shut. Cheers, Scoutster. You've stayed up for some time. Nice. We've played Subway Sim 2. Right, East Didsbury next. Right, let's go. You brought yourself Flight Sim and a flight stick. Awesome. I've not been on Flight Sim. It literally, probably I think since November. When did it come out? November. Not been on it since then. Or December. One of those. Oh yes, Pete. About the second thing, I don't know, not yet. The family, Nathan. Any news on TSW 6? Not yet. It's probably likely, isn't it? Probably come out in September. Just going off previous couple of years. Yes, Shane, yeah. Not too far to Burnage. We get up to about 50 miles an hour. Oh, the old Flight Sim. Cheers, Pete. again, as mentioned, there's no internet at the moment, so can't really do anything. It's coming out in 2026, TSW6. Who said that? Not sure, Nathan. I don't know if we've actually heard anything official about the 158 timetable, 158 5-circle timetable being held back. But that's sort of one of those mystery projects, isn't it? The 5-circle 158 timetable. It sort of just vanished. Same with the Peak Forest 104. That's just gone. I think it's been about 8 months now since we got the Leven branch. A little bit of power there. That's never good. Right, here we are. This is this station. East Didsbury and a Gatley after this. Google lied to you. I think Google AI does lie to a lot of people. Let's get the door shut. Well, maybe at some point, Wesley. Maybe at some point. When I change from neutral to forward after closing doors, the train wouldn't move. Oh, it might be because the train closes the doors, but it doesn't interlock. Yeah, just have a little look. Yeah, the train doors close automatically on the 710, but you still need to click the button to lock them. So they'll close, but they won't lock. So make sure you've locked the doors. As yeah, they do close automatically, but they're not locked. Oh, see, Nathan, that's not good. Nothing yet, Kronks. Nothing yet. The A3 L7 ones were scrapped. Oh, that's not good. And yeah, we can get a flyby. I think there's a bit of a gap to Gatley. But this is it, 323. Really, I think it probably is one of my favourite units to drive in the game. Obviously, Electro Star's on top, but I do like the 323. It's just sort of an easy train to drive. Nice little windscreen as well. Nice cab setup. It's a nice train. No complaints about the 323. The weird thing is it works completely fine if you keep the train in forward. Not too sure then. That's bizarre. Trying to think why that would be. Don't know. Can't drive the G1s on Subway Sim 2. Stagecoach Southwest are adding screen speakers to all buses. Nice, Davidoff. Since the Peps have gone, they are one of your third favourites, the 323s. What's your favourite train now, Pep? In service? Mine's a little bit of step free here, actually. It's quite a really short platform. No, we should be alright, actually. Yeah, we're alright. This is Gatley, which, yeah, we definitely don't fit into. Yeah, that'll do. Instead of crawling along. Right, here we are. Hey, Leo, I'm alright. How are you? 44 months. That is a crazy number. Much appreciated, Leo. Yeah, so we hang off the back here. So I don't know if these services would be operated by... Well, I don't know if the 323s do have SDO. Or would they be operated by another unit? Let's get the doors shut. And Held Green. Yeah, the Desiros are annoying to drive at a low speed. Hello, William. Alright. Hopefully you're all well. Nothing yet, Zenith. Yeah, that's a really annoying thing about the 350 and the 700 in the game. I don't know if they are like that in real life. I mean, I suppose they must be. But you can't roll them at a really low speed. And the 380 suffers the same thing. Like coming up to buffers, you'll be going really nice and slow. You get to about 3 miles an hour, still going, and then the brakes will slam on. It's got some sort of like auto brake for like 3 miles an hour and under. I don't know if it's meant to be like that, but it's blimmin' irritating. So you're coming up to the buffers really slow, and then it just slams the brakes on automatically. Now, see Davidoff, yeah. The West Midlands Railway 323s have a fan and the northern ones don't. I suppose it doesn't get warm up here, does it? Doesn't get warm enough for fans. Whereas down in Birmingham it gets a little bit warmer, like they need them. I'm sure that's the reason why. No, it's just on the Desiros, Nathan's, the 380, 350, 700. They're blimmin' irritating to drive at a low. You literally can't go really slow up to, you know, stop markers or whatever, because it just slams the brakes on automatically. Again, I don't know if it's meant to be like that. But on the 350 video we did, we were coming up to the buffers. You get to about 3 miles an hour, and it just slams the brakes on. No idea what it is and if it's meant to do that. But I assume, considering it's across all the Desiros, it probably does do that in real life. That's a bug. Well, across all 3 Desiros? If you could choose what route you want in TSW, what would it be? Anything southern, West Coast Way, Mid Sussex line, any of that would do. We probably will be a bit late on this run as well, as we sort of chill out as we go along. And we could probably go up to, probably could get to 75 on that stretch there, or could have. Not sure, Wesley. Not sure. Probably got air conditioning the 730s. So we'd need a fan in the cab. This is Harold Green, the last station before the airport. Oh, you don't actually go all the way to the end here. I assume we must fit in the platform. So you can sort of roll these at a low speed, whereas if you're in the Desiro right now, it would just slam the brakes on. Yeah, that will do, that's close enough. Here we are. That'll do. There's a plane. What do I think of this route? It's nice. I think it's a good first route for ATS, and hopefully it sells well that they do more routes. 27 minutes Armadar if you're doing the slow service. You'd like to see the Class 730 added to West Coast Main Line. Would have also been cool to get the guard buzz you. And let's go. Again, all things that could be added in future. Should bring Intercity to TSW5. We sort of already have Intercity though, don't we? On the 80s routes, on West Coast Main Line, Overshat. With the Intercity liveries and stuff. You need to go faster, that is your flight. Landing? Oh, we'll try and make it, we'll try and make it. Hello SNCF. How you doing? Long time no see. So in fact it's been a really long time. How you doing? They've got a neutral section here as well. Cool, so we're going off to Manchester Airport. Which I thought was quite sort of well, I thought it was, you know, a fairly major airport, but not as major as it apparently is. Apparently Manchester Airport is the 3rd busiest in the UK. Like I was thinking, no, you could probably get to European destinations from Manchester Airport, but no, apparently you can go all over the world. We're on the Sunday timetable, and we're doing 2 Alpha 96, which is a 6 coach. That's why we're doing it. Never say never, Wesley. Well, they might. Ever been to Edinburgh Airport? No, not to the airport itself, but I've been to Edinburgh. Was it Edinburgh Gateway? On the train, if that counts. Nice SNCF, very nice. 50 miles an hour, I believe here, but 60 if you're going the other way. Then it comes down to 40 and then down to 25, although really we want to be going about 15 into the platform. So this is the 40 coming up. The Sunday timetable is brilliant, because you get 6 coach services, and you get the Wilmslow Terminators as well, which are fun to do. Nice, brilliant. Here's the 25. I have, Nathan. Yeah, I've seen a few pictures of it. Nice pet. Now we want to enter the platform at about 15 miles per hour. Cool. And you got the is that the tram platforms over there? Yeah, like the Manchester Metro platforms. That's trams, isn't it? Got that over there. Hello, James. How are you? You was here last week on and off doing some conductor show. Oh, brilliant, SNCF. That'll be pretty cool. Are you going to go for that? Was that sort of work experience, or? That'd be good fun to do. It's a fun job. I mean, I don't do the ding-dings, but I do everything else. Yeah, see the scouts, I think's coming in. Yeah, my job is quite fun. Wow. It does mean getting out. Well, today was 3 AM. Getting up at 3 AM. Let's open the doors. Do that. Do that. Do that. Deregister on the GSMR. Right, that's all shut down. Hang on, no it's not. That can go to off. That goes to that. Nice SNCF. I would be awesome if that was in my job, doing the ding ding. So I suppose I already did that. But I did that as a dispatcher on the platforms. You know, the whistle, the bat. But it would be cool if, yeah, if I did do that now, but as in doing the ding ding and stuff. The earliest passenger service I've had to do. The earliest passenger service, that was a pretty good run, that. And we were actually only about a minute late into Manchester Airport. The earliest passenger service. I should know that. The earliest passenger service. I'm thinking 5 AM. 5 AM? But there's loads of empties which go out beforehand. Yeah, 5 AM, that's the first one out of where I'm based. For our talk. Yeah. Right, let's get this set up. We've only got 4 minutes, which is good. I'll probably let out the cat Ace as well if she wants to go out. Let's quickly get this set up. There we go. So yesterday I was on the first train out. Obviously, having been Saturday night, it was then the first train on Sunday morning. So, yeah, about half the train decided they didn't want to get a ticket. So I was basically selling them all tickets. And the ones who didn't, well, they got sent off. What route are we on? Manchester Airport Commuter. Let's do that. What else are we doing? What am I forgetting? Do that. Do that. There we go. Key on, that would be fairly important to do. Neutral. No, not that. tiny little AWS button. Right, let me quickly go and let the cat ace out. She'll be meowing and stuff. Yeah, quickly let the cat out, and she'll be back. So I'll be like 10 seconds. Oh, there's another train leaving. Right, there we go. Oh, that would be, yeah. Oh, actually, no, hang on, tell a lie. I've done the night shift before, which is from Three Bridges up to Victoria. I can't remember the timing out of Three Bridges. It's like 3:17 or something. But that was a night shift. That's an interesting train. Nice, William, very nice. An ideal stop with a 7:10. Depends what station you're coming into. And depends what route you're playing. Like on the Goblin line, all the platforms are really short. So you probably want to come in at about 25, 50, 60% brake and then eat off the brake. Hello, Double Spider, how are you? You're really loving this route, awesome. May have seen you. Where do you reckon you saw me, Rogue? Yeah, we could go into London. Cool. But that's a fun job. I've been doing it, this particular role since December now. I'd say I'm going fairly confident with it now. Like I can deal with trouble. Yeah, you get abuse and stuff, but I don't give a damn. It's quite funny. You can sort of muck about with people. If people are fare evading, I lie to them as they're trespassing. So, like some guy, he was fare evading from, what was it, Croydon down to Gatwick, and I think he missed his stop, but he didn't have a ticket. He had no interest in buying a ticket. So when we got to Gatwick, I was like, oh, platform 10 for the Croydon train. Now, if you know Gatwick, that only has 7 platforms. So I probably left him hunting for a bit to try and find where platform 10 is. Why is that not on there? Oh, I'll probably take that off now. Finally bringing the bus to... Wait, they are? When was the news for this? I need to find that news. But I mean, that's good. Yeah, fare evaders. It's quite funny dealing with fare evaders because yeah, I don't have to tell them the truth because they're fare evading. Oh, next train's in 2 minutes. They get off. It's in about an hour, 20 minutes. That's quite a fun one. Or no, this is a fun one. You tell them the next train is in like 10 minutes, and it's the last train of the night, so there's no more trains all night. So they're literally going to be stuck at the station all night. That always feels the best when that happens. But don't have a ticket, so trespassing. And if they've got no intention to buy one, then you know. I do, Nathan. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have the new Gatwick layout on the game. Oh, Free Bridge on SimSig. Nice. Awesome. Been to Leicester. Driving the do the driving academy and ETS2. Probably not. I hope we do know how to drive on there. Right, let's get the door shut. Oh, it doesn't actually tell us where we... I assume it will be starred on Wilmslow. Yeah. Right, let's get the door shut. Cool. Right, let's get going. And we're off. Do you have to deal with drunk passengers leaving stuff behind on the... Well, loads of people leave stuff behind on the train, so yeah. Yeah, got to tag it and hand it in. You want to see me pass on the driving academy for ETS2? I hope we would pass. I'd hope so. Which cargo line should you get first? Container at aggregates? Volume 2 is the best cargo line. Yeah, definitely aggregates. Do a little running brake test. Cool. And we're off. So Styles up next. Yeah, that's 60 if you're going this way. But then if you're going the other way, it's 50. If you don't, you probably need to... I probably do Davidoff, yeah, if I didn't pass it. I've not played ETS... Well, no, I was about to say in a little while, but I played it about a month ago. I got pro mods and everything back for ETS and then just lost interest in it again. Sadly. Right, so it comes down to 40 again round the junction. Our goal is to release the console versions as close as possible to the PC's full release by the end of this year. We can't wait to bring the bus to PlayStation and Xbox. Well, that's fantastic news then. Really good. The new truck. What's the new truck in ETS? I don't really keep up to date on that. Nice, Tommy. Well, that's brilliant news. Can't wait to see it. You always get fair judges here. Yeah. Got ways to deal with them. It's a Volvo, is it? What's the easiest UK train to drive on TSW? Probably one of the Electro Stars, or even this train. This is easy. It's combined power brake controller. Yeah, probably one of the Electro Stars or this. Fairly straightforward. Hello, Hubert. It is, yeah, new DLC. Released only, well, actually, no, it was a few days ago now. But yeah, newish. New. Right, let's get that up to 75. It's not too far around the round to Style. Hello, Gamer Mason. Am I looking forward to the Richmond extension? Yes, because then it sort of completes the North London line. Which will be good. That's another route I've not played in a while. There's sort of so many good routes now to play. It's hard to get round to all of them. Cool, here we are. Right down the end. Currently doing a split in half 377 service, lovely. We're doing the front bit, well, first bit on West Coast Main Line and second bit on BML. Would be quite cool if the 377/2 actually did go onto the BML route, but I doubt that will happen for a while. That'd be cool though. You were down in Kent and you were Thunder. Yeah, we had that earlier. Yeah, that's why I put the stream back about 10 minutes just so I could watch it. A rarity we get storms here. All content will be saved for TSW5. It's any route you've been driving since you brought it. Nice. Right, Wilmslow up next, where this service terminates, and then we'll then go on the line via Stockport. It's been a good run. This been a good run. I'm enjoying the route overall. This is sort of my style of route. Sort of stop start, commuter, electric, and yeah, as you can see on the map, it's not just A to B. It's, you know, you've got the style line via Stockport. You've got the branch off to Manchester Airport. There's a lot to do, and there's lots of different operators on here as well, in the form of layers. Transport for Wales, Avanti, ScotRail for Northern, East Midlands Trains, LNWR in place for TPE. There's a lot going on and lots of layers. Beautiful and sunny in Cambridgeshire. Lovely. Hello, Jackie Dory. How are you? Cool. Warning board for a 50. And I think we'll then have to go into Wilmslow reverse siding as well. Or Wilmslow turn back siding. Double yellow. What's my favourite route on TSW? As a whole, probably still the Brighton main line. Yeah, probably still the Brighton main line. Let's say TSW5 DLC, only TSW5, only DLC which is released during TSW5. I'd say my favourite is, again, tough because there's been so many good DLCs out. In fact, that is a good. What is my favourite TSW5 DLC? That's really tough, actually. I don't think I actually have I don't really have a clear answer for that. Sort of favourite TSW5 DLC. No comment. You live in Manchester, so you love the new Manchester route. Awesome, Kevin. In fact, yeah, I'm going to throw that question to you guys. What's been your favourite TSW5 DLC? There's been so many good DLCs. I mean, I probably should say the North London line because it's got the capital, well, it's got the Electro Star. But then I really enjoy Cardiff City. I'm enjoying this one. So I don't think I actually do have a clear favourite for TSW5 DLC. Even the German stuff has been really good to play. Literally all of the DLCs for Train Sim World 5 have been really good. There's no stop marker here. West Coast Main Line Southview. DLC. Well, that's what that counts. It's out for TSW6. So that's a neutral. Assuming there is a TSW6. Well, I don't know, because I don't know what's going to be on it if there was a TSW6. Cool. This is Wilmslow. So yeah, I assume we now go into the siding. What the heck? Not sure what that's trying to tell us. I don't know if that's meant to be an off indicator. It probably is meant to be an off indicator, isn't it? MTH. Wouldn't be regard. No, I don't know. Isn't that's meant to be an off indicator? Your favourite one is London Euston to Milton Keynes. Quite a lot of love for the West Coast Main Line South. Fair enough. So this is Wilmslow, which is sort of the sort of the last principal station on the route, because then it's just about a mile and a bit down to Alderley Edge. Right, get the doors locked. Yeah, I did think that Katrina, but I don't know. Weird. Nice, William. Again, lovely. Do we have to take it into the siding? We do. Yeah, we can take it into there. Take it into the turn back siding, and then we'll then jump in one from Alderley Edge, going back to Piccadilly. So we've then done both sort of ways you can go. Might even do the weekday timetable. We'll see. DRA's on. So the train's all locked up now. So as the guard would be walking through, kicking off the hundreds of people still on the train. Let's just ignore these people who are on the train. But yeah, it would be empty. When you drive the 350, if you try and get out of your seat, you get stuck in the roof. Wow, that's not any good. Oh, actually, what we can do, because it still says Wilmslow on the front. Oh, hang on, that should change, shouldn't it? No, it still says Wilmslow. What you could do is turn off the fuse. That's here somewhere. Destination board, yeah. Just turn that off. There you go. We've got the junction indicator, and we've got the yellow. So let's get going. Hang on, a DRA set. There you go, right, let's go. Is route length still TSW's biggest problem? I wouldn't... No, not really. I mean, think about just train to West Coast Main and Overshat, 90 odd miles. So there are some sort of big routes now. I assume that's meant to be a route indicator there, but it doesn't seem completely right. Right, 15 mile an hour across the points. Yeah, the cool thing about the Sunday timetable, you get to come into the turn back siding here. And yeah, then we'll jump in. No, actually, hang on, we should... Oh, it's, there you go. 5 Foxtrot 19. Well, thanks all for coming in. We've got 34 people in. So, thanks all for coming in for a bit of Manchester Airport. Cardiff City Network is your favourite. Fair enough. It is, Kevin. Yeah, this is... was it 2... What was the original one we were doing? 2 Alpha 96, I think. Which is 6 coaches long. So we're just coming into the turn back siding, and then we'll drive from Alderley Edge up to Piccadilly. Cool. As we slowly make our way into the siding. I think it's about 15 miles an hour, so let's pop that down. I wonder how long this then sits here before going back out. Cheers, Armador. Well, we're not done just yet. We're going to do another run after this. But if you are heading out, thanks for coming in. Oh dear, Katrina. And has anyone noticed, almost like a, well, I'll show you on the next one, but almost like a new skybox for this route. I don't know if it's in a technical term, it is a new skybox, but there's like high cloud. Okay, don't know the technical term, but I'll show you. I'll show you on the next one we do, if I see it. Cool. So, yeah, there we go. Yeah. So that's that. That goes off. Do that. That goes to on, and we'll put that down. Can I play this route on PS4? No, it's only on current gen and PC. Goes back out in 15 minutes. So you could quite easily just sort of do that. Well, just go here and go back. But we're gonna go to Alderley Edge. So let's go to the main menu. And yeah, we'll do a service going back up in 323. maybe get an all-stopper if we can. Once it loads us back out. But thanks all for coming in on this Sunday night, or Sunday evening, Sunday afternoon, or Sunday morning, wherever you may be, or Monday morning. As we do some of the Mac route by Alan Thompson Sim. To the trains, Mac. Let's do Sunday again. And let's do, I think it's from Crewe it will be. You're flying down West Coast Mountain to Preston, awesome. Let's have a look, what would it be? That's the one. Yeah, let's do that. We'll do clear weather. So we'll do a little bit of cloud. There we go. I think let's add the class 66/8. 66/8. Which one's that? Is that the European ones? 66/8. And then we go. Well, I said we got, yeah, we got it on here. See that this? You've got the normal clouds. Yeah, we've seen them before. But this, I don't know what the technical term, high cloud. You see that up there? Is that in other routes, which I've just not noticed? That sort of, yeah, that almost like someone's got a paintbrush and just sort of painted across the sky. Was that there before? Or was that new? Right, literally no time to set up. Do the doors, GSMR's come on. One's with Freightliner has different headlights. Well, Freightliner would be cool to see. Get that to normal. Cool, headlights are set. So now we wait. We're going to be calling at Wilmslow, Handforth, Cheadle Hulme, Stockport, and then Piccadilly. So we're sort of slow to begin with, and then fast. Fast after Stockport. As we wait for the bar to go up. Right, there we go. Let's get the door shut. Nice and quick to begin with as well. Yeah, let's go. So only 3 coaches this time, as we leave Alderley Edge. Which is the end point of the route, so it's not really like a big station. Someone said this is where all like the posh footballers live, sort of the rich area. And let's go. So we're doing 2 Hotel 48 now. So we get a little bit of speed on us before Wilmslow. Isn't that far up ahead. You wish someone would make the West Anglia main line one day. It is on Trainsim Classic, but only a bit of it. From Bishop Stortford to Cheshunt, I think you've got on Trainsim Classic as a workshop route. So this is Wilmslow coming up. There's the turn back siding coming into view, which means we're not too far off. GWR are retiring the castle sets at the end of the year to replace them with 175s. I'm gonna start slowing for Wilmslow. And after Wilmslow, instead of going left, we go right. We're sort of going up the main line. There's quite a long platform here as well. And some of the Avanti services stop at Wilmslow, so you can actually drive them from here up to Piccadilly. Welcome to Wilmslow. There's a stop marker just at the end of the canopy. Hello Callum, you're in Greece. Well, it must be nice over there. Welcome in from Greece. And here we are. Cool, this is Wilmslow. On time as well, good. And you got the slightly newer style CIS boards, or at least they've just been coloured in sort of a grey white colour, which does look quite smart. The 11 coach of anti-services don't quite fit. Ah. I don't think there's as many 11 coach services, is there? Not as many. Right, Handforth next. I do wish the guard buzzed you though. Nice and lovely weather, nice and warm, awesome. You've taken the weather then. Taken the weather with you. From the UK to Greece. And we're off. Just come to Cornwall next year. Maybe Davidoff. Quite a way to go though. I think there's only 2. Hello Scout, still welcome back. So that's the style line. That's what we came down that in the last service. We're going off to the right, which takes us via Stockport. So this is the fast route. Hello Laserjet, how are you? It is a temporary background. Basically, it's still the old room, but I've moved everything else out to the new place. So yeah, but I don't know how. Hopefully, you only see it temporarily. If all goes well on Wednesday and the Wi-Fi is installed, I can then move all of my stuff over to there, and then we'll start doing it from there. Went for a nice swim as well. Awesome. Hotel's under the flight. Ah, plane's coming into land. Nice. And this is Handforth. They're all quite close together, the stops. Maybe Davidoff, maybe. Well, not yet, Laserjet, but soon. Hello, HA. Having issues with your PS4 trying to find Mac? This route is not on PS4, HA. This route's on, well, PS5, Xbox Series, and PC only. S-car stop marker. Yeah, this is Handforth. Still just about on time. And it'll be Cheadle Hulme after this. Cool. Quite a tight timetable as well on Sunday. Or less wiggle room. Hello Seb, how are you? Welcome in. Roadmap this week, what do we think will be on there? What month is it? July. I don't think there'll be much on the roadmap really. I don't think there'll be much movement on the roadmap. Because, you know, it's summer now. You've probably got the summer release on the way, assuming there is a summer release, whatever that may be, either TSW6 or a big update to TSW5. So I don't think there'll be much movement on the roadmap. Unless they announce what the summer release is. But that's usually August time now. I would have provided an out and back route. You're watching Power Flower on your PS4? What's that? I've got plenty of videos all lined up ready to go, so there'll still be videos. Where are we streaming? In the UK? I don't know if that's the answer to the question or... Hopefully the TW Pacer from Just Trains. Yeah, hopefully. Although saying that, think about the 86. We all thought that was going to release quite soon after Overshap released. And obviously now it's only just coming out. So the Pacer, what we saw a couple of months ago, well, I suppose that probably is less work. It might still be a fair way off just yet. See you, Seb. Thanks for coming in. Take care. Well, I should be going up to Cheadle Hulme. It wasn't that much further. Cool. What line does everyone prefer though? Going via Stockport? I don't know, what is the sort of name for this line? I suppose it's just the West Coast Main Line, isn't it? Or the Stockport line. Yeah, what's the sort of official term for this specific line? Yeah, do you prefer this one or the Style line? This one being slightly more direct and a few less stops. And the Style line's the stop-start one. Yeah, it'd be cool to see LesJet. The SCML. Oh, West Coast Main Line. And here we are. This is Cheadle Hulme. Another line which joins up here as well. Cool. So little posters there. I wonder if that's a collectible. I've only got like one collectible on this route. No, not a collectible. Something on there. Cool, and then Stockport after this. When's the GWR remaster coming out? Not sure. That's sort of another project which seems to sort of, well, sort of seems to be taking a lot longer than we thought it would. Well, again, I suppose it is a one-man job, so. Right, let's go. Cool. Yeah, Stockport up next. And then from there we'll then fast to Piccadilly, which is nice. Full whack. There's one of those highly... I think that I'm pretty certain the blue signals are the highly spadded signals. So they're sort of in blue to make you more aware of them. Cactus, how you doing? Welcome in. Powerhousey Gaming. Wanted for a 40. Can't remember the speed coming up on the points here. 60. And does it come down to like 30 as well? So I've done the Style line a lot more than this one. So I'm sort of trying to learn this section. Oh, we got that right. So coming up across the points here. Another warning board coming up. There's the warning for the 30. As here we're sort of on the approach into Stockport. Not as impressive, the approach from this side. Although if you're coming from the north, you get to go over the viaduct coming into the station. Had any blurry textures? We have not, no. Well, not that I've noticed. It's been, yes, it's been behaving. There's the 30. Cool. And I think the line which goes off there to the right is the Hope Valley line, which goes over to Sheffield. Which actually, going that way, will take you to the Peak Forest route. Or at least a small part of the Peak Forest route. Junction indicator, position 4, so we're coming back across. And coming down this side when a Pendo's about. What's this called? Edgerley Junction. Pretty certain the speed drops down for this junction. Coming into Stockport, which is probably the biggest station. Well, no, yeah, probably, well, either this or Manchester Airport. Sort of Southport, Piccadilly, and Manchester Airport are the big stations on the route. Just Train said the 142, they're changing the timetable to 2018. Will we see the 150 and 153 in a re-delivery? I can't imagine so. Yeah, I don't think they're doing that. And this is Stockport. Stockport a nice place? What's Stockport like in real life? The airport station's brilliant. I've got a red light at the end, which I'm pretty certain we have to close the doors for the signal to change, which I'm not really a fan of. So if we close the doors, it will then change, which is not right. Ready? And green. So a bit cheeky. Right, let's get going. Manchester Piccadilly up next. Try and get some flyby shots on this next bit as well, as we got sort of a nice long stretch. Can you show the interior? We can do that. Remind me at Piccadilly and we'll have a little wander through. And straight up to 90, this is Stockport Viaduct. Probably the, well, one of the most impressive structures on the route. Some sort of other old bridge over there as well. Let's get a little shot. There it goes. Cool. So you got Heaton Chapel Station, Levenshulme, and then Piccadilly. Yeah, nice sprint this is. It's about, what, 8 minutes to Piccadilly from here. This is Heaton Norwich Junction. So still 90. So again, nice and quick. Oh yeah, so yeah, we'll do that at the end, Rogue. Do remind me at the end, and we'll go and do that. So yeah, you did mention that at the start. Here's Heaton Chapel, which no longer has the ballast mounting and air mounting anymore. That's now gone. There's a 150. Nice. I want to try and hit 90 before the 75, but I think that, yeah. Person that starts pretty soon, the 75. There are 6 coach services, Shane, but on the Sunday timetable. I don't think the standard timetable has, or the weekday one, I don't think that has 6 coach services, or at least I haven't found any yet. We probably could have got to 90. I've come back to 75. I'm pretty certain it comes down to that. I've got a double yellow anyway. We could try that Pete as well. Yesterday, I don't think I could, so I tried it yesterday. But we can try it again. Here's Levenshulme. Yeah, actually, we probably could have got up to 90 quite easily. Hey ho. There's a Pendo. Cool. Nice, Pete. There's an 8 coach 350, but it's an ETS move to the airport. Does it then split in 2? So I assume it would then maybe possibly split in 2. Here's the Style line joining up. So we went off there earlier. Like the track joint sounds. Cool. Any recommendations for a UK route? Depends what you like. What sort of routes do you like playing? Commuter routes, high speed routes. Green signal, which is good. Cool. There's so many sort of good UK routes now as well. Lots to choose from. Longside depot on the right. Yeah, what sort of routes do you like, Edwin? High speed, stopper, underground. Warning for a 40. Then you got the Glossop line, which is joined up with us as well. Oh no, it's not just yet. Slightly further up, the Glossop line joins us, which is the other Manchester route in the game, the Glossop. Cut down to 40. Cool. Oh, we've got the east actually down to 30. So we're coming across. For some reason I thought we were going on to the through platforms. Oh no, this one terminates here. Yeah, there's Ardwick station sort of over to the left there. That's the Glossop line, just here. Ardwick. Cool. So coming right across. But again, hopefully everyone's enjoyed the stream. We've got 37 people in. as we come into Manchester Piccadilly. So we'll take a quick look at Stockport, as Rogue has said, and then yeah, then that will be it. Platform 3. We have to come down to 15 as well. Oh, there it is there. Tiny little speedboard. There's an EMT service curling its way out of Piccadilly. So you do need the Midland Main Line to see that that train. Oh, hang on, that's a 6 coach. Wow. Well, that'll be a cool one to do. Yeah, 6 coach, that one. And this is Piccadilly. Which again, feels a bit dead if you now go onto the Glossop line. As on the Glossop line, it hasn't been updated Piccadilly AI. So there's no pendos or anything. That's quite quiet when you go back to that. I think after this I'm gonna go and have a little sleep, a little siesta. Well, a bit late for a siesta. So I was up at 3 AM this morning, and it's now coming up to, well, 6 PM. A little kip. And here we are. This is Manchester Piccadilly. Do the doors, set that to off, and go on, DRA on, deregister on the GSMR, which will actually be done when you take the key out, but I don't think it does that in the game. Cool. And pop the blind down as well. Just stick our door key in, as I'm pretty certain it will tell us to lock the doors. So quickly pop that on. Hello DG UK, how are you? You can use the buttons on that side, P, but I'm pretty certain the buttons on this side. Hang on, let's quickly try. Well, they do work now. They do work now. Yeah, but that answers that. They do work now. I was saying that. That's with the door key switch. Let's try it with the key on. We do that. Oh, that's weird. Hang on. Oh yeah, door key switch. So you got to get the door key switch in. Right. Yes. Let's quickly teleport over to Stockport. Well, I thought the door key was for the guard though. I don't think the driver had to put the door key in, because I thought the master key activated that. What entrance do you want to see, Rogue? The old one or the new one? I mean, this is I suppose, what the new looking one. Yeah, this is Stockport with JCP parking. Oh no, ATS parking. Pretty cool though, through here. Taxi, buses, metro, shuttle. Come up to there. Go down the lift as well if you really want to. Does work. Pretty cool though. And then through the subway. All of the CIS boards there. Any collectibles? That must be a collectible, surely. That's not a collectible. Wow. Looks like one. That's a collectible. The metros. There you go. 1 out of 11. Well, that is going to be everybody for today's Trainsim World stream. I hope everyone's enjoyed it. Can we go out this way? Don't you go out this way? Oh, look at. Hang on. How far can we go? This is the other entrance. Can we go up here? Oh, I wondered. Oh, hang on. Oh, we're stuck in the wall. I'm stuck. I'm stuck on the gate. There you go. I thought maybe you could open it to go through. How far can we go up here? Yeah, that's just there. That's pretty cool. Well, that is going to be everybody for today's Train Sim World 5 live stream. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. Hopefully in the next stream this will all be changed and different. It'll be like a bluey colour, I think it is. Links can be found in all of the usual places, Discord, PayPal, merch store, as well as to our UK Departure Board affiliate link with a 5% coupon. And I believe someone actually did buy a UK Departure Board through that link. Who was it? Because thank you, because we get a bit of kickback from it. Apart from that, see you all and take care. Bye guys.